What's going on, SLS? I'm Vince G, the Swole Nerd. Today, I'm going to cover my overall thoughts on my new training style that Chris Hill has put me through. Before I begin, if y'all haven't followed him on Instagram or Facebook yet, I'll have all his information in the description below. Let's begin with chest day. Overall, I really enjoyed the routine. I tried out negative reps for the first time, decline bench, and even worked on my form a little. I guess you could say since I was stuck doing things my way, I was very closed-minded and felt like I already knew everything, which resulted in a repetitive routine that I seemed more like I was only going through the motions than actually building muscle. This new routine has allowed me to feel soreness, which I haven't felt in an extremely long time. Of course, soreness doesn't equal gains, but anyone who loves lifting will feel a sense of accomplishment if you haven't felt sore in a while. I did feel like the routine was really short and didn't think it would be very effective, but I decided to go all in on this with an open mind as if I've never lifted before. As far as the tricep portion of it went, I definitely learned that arm positioning makes the biggest difference ever in doing these. He had me place my arms in front of me, and to this day, it's my go-to way of hitting triceps now. So for the final rating on chest day, I'm gonna give it an A for the form correction and new lifting techniques. Moving on to back and buys, it was fairly short and extremely effective. I'm used to hitting my back with almost every possible exercise you can think of and barely even feeling it. I'm not quite sure how it happened, but I remember waking up the next day feeling super tired all over. I think the biggest difference is a lot of form correction, a few drop sets here and there, and overall pulling with your elbows instead of your hands. I know it sounds weird, it's a little technique that he taught me. The bicep portion alone was torture. He corrected my form slightly to get maximum stretch with little to no shoulder usage to achieve those gorilla arms we're all after. My overall rating for this is an A for effectiveness and time saving. Next up is shoulder and traps. For those of y'all who know me best, know that I love shoulder day. Ever since my first time doing it, I became hooked right away and couldn't wait to hit them again. On this particular routine, I wasn't really a fan of the single arm dumbbell press, but supersetting it with side laterals quickly changed my mind on it. I did a few different exercises that I've tried maybe once at most before and wasn't really a fan of them, but I could feel them working though. For example, the incline supermens that work on the front delts, I hated those instantly. In all honesty though, anything that targets front delts I hate doing. The trap portion of this routine is what really impressed me the most about it. It's the only exercise we did for them and the only one that was needed. The next day I felt like I couldn't twist my neck. My final rating is a B+. B+ because the delt portion of it doesn't leave me sore or feeling like it's enough. I'm used to doing way more for delts, and for me personally, it's not hitting the spot. On the plus side, that was one extremely good trap exercise. Next up on the list is hamstrings. Before getting a trainer, my leg day consisted of a huge focus on hamstrings. As crazy as it sounds, I was doing 10 sets of almost every exercise. That means 10 sets of leg curls, 10 sets of seated leg curls, lunges, leg press, squats, and so on. I was doing that 2 times a week, and there were times when I would hardly feel anything from it, especially in my hams. I'm not sure what happened exactly, but this routine was extremely short and focused specifically on hams only. 4 sets of 4 exercises and that's it. Let me tell you this, I was sore for 4 days. I'm sitting here thinking like, what in the world did we do that was so effective? My only guess is the stiff leg deadlift form tip that he gave me. If you haven't checked it out yet, I'll have a link to it at the end of the video. My final rating on this is A+, short and extremely effective. Arm day was fairly quick. It consisted of lots of supersets that allowed me to get in and out of the gym and not spend 8 hours hitting them. I rarely superset anything except for maybe like 1 or 2 exercises at most, so this was a cool way of doing it. My arms were crazy swollen the entire time while doing this, to the point that they felt like they were going to explode. Taking a lesson from the previous time I hit biceps, I really tried to get a full stretch best I could with moderate to heavy weight. When I say the routine was effective, I mean it was super effective. My final rating for this, A, strictly for the bruise on my arm. The last routine on the list is quads. Torture, misery, agony. Any form of pain you can think of is what I felt during this. It was another short routine with great results. Of all days, I hate this one the most. I don't mind hamstrings, I actually kind of look forward to them, but one day I can't stand doing is quad day. I was skeptical at first, splitting quads and hams up like many others, but now I can't ever imagine combining them into one day again. I feel with the way he has me hitting them, it's extremely productive compared to my old way. This way, I'm able to give my full energy into them and push my hardest to make them grow. I would highly suggest try splitting up quads and hams before talking down on it. Who knows, maybe it'll be your new favorite way of doing it. Anyways, what I learned on this day was how important feet placement plays in filling a contraction, especially in leg extensions. I would always keep my feet straight, but after the tip on focusing on squeezing, I feel a whole new level of gains being made. My final rating for this is an A+. A+ for the burn, short routine, and effectiveness. With my description of each day out the way, I'm going to leave y'all with some final thoughts. I was really against the idea of in and out routines since I've been training high volume for 4 years now, but I'm noticing I now look forward to them. I'm currently starting my 5th week of dieting and I've noticed a big decrease in energy. I've noticed these short routines allow me to expend my energy effectively and not overdo it. I have a shorter video coming soon that you can really see me just dragging in it. More on that when the video comes out though. So as this video comes to a close, I have to hand it to Chris Hill. He knows his stuff and he's definitely helping me achieve my goal of being 8% or lower. I've been training with him for about 4 weeks now, and I can already tell a big difference in how I train, how I think, and how I look. My overall rating for the entire routines would be an A. I posted a physique update on my social media. I'll have all the links in the description below in case you're not following me and want to check it out. I'll be posting a video in roughly 4 weeks when a substantial change can be seen in my physique that I feel is worth showing off. Until next time, I'm Veixx the Swole Nerd, keeping it real and keeping it chill, avoiding hate and lifting weights.